Did I do it? I did do it. Wait, it sounds... No, it should be okay. I thought it sounded a bit quiet then, but it should be fine. Just double check the YouTube. Yeah, I did it on YouTube. The audio on my computer's messed up. Because I have everything on random volumes. For example, if I put YouTube on full volume, it's the exact amount of sound over the game that I'm playing, and then the game is on like 10% volume. And I found a weird way to balance everything. JT Gaming getting first 3 times and signing in for 55 streams, and with the tier 1 for 17 months. Very, very appreciated. How you doing, JT Gaming? Right, I believe we're in a rush for... What were we in a rush for? Ah, this one. So if we view the interior, I'm going to enable that building. Oops. And then these guys can actually unequip their suits. Right, and they should be fine. So this one, not bad. Getting ready for class. Nice. This one hopefully will get to there and activate the portal, which will take 1.5 tiles per cycle. So that's... Hey, Isabella with the tier 3 for 9 months. We have a Twitch baby. Which is an actual thing people say on Twitch. Right, so that 1.5 tiles per cycle. So that's 2, 3... It's about 4 cycles to get to there. I don't know if they're gonna survive. Right, so that's 2. So they might survive. They're gonna get very mad, but they might survive. Yeah. We just have to hope for the best. This one just returned from the big space travels. So I think I'm gonna sweep the whole thing priority 9. They're gonna take a while doing that, but lime, fossils, and steel should now go up. So we'll add lime, fossils. They should keep doing that. So we should hopefully get a ton of steel soon. These 2... I think I'm going to stop that, putting more oxygen in. And this one is just going to go down in temperature until the liquid goes a bit higher. Wait, above 0? How did this one get broken? This one's wrong. So 252. Let's just put it at negative 260. Some of it will turn to solid, but then once we turn it all off, it should rebalance. That should be fine. Then they're gonna sweep this with all the lime in it, which will be nice. This planet is going to get some dupes landing on it, so we can hopefully repair this and this. We also need to figure out how to deal with the heat. Unless we use some of the power to cool the areas around the volcanoes. Because all of this is making heat up here as well. Which might be the launchers. It might be the rockets that are causing some of that. Because all this is still frozen. Very frozen. But these guys can live on here for a while we figure it out. That should be good. What else are we working on? Oh, we cooked all of the solar panels. This one has tons of water on it, so we can survive on there for a while. Is there any achievements we could be working on? Because I kind of want all of the achievements. Four nature reserves? Right, we can't do these three. With a bunker door we could probably do. I don't know how we do this one. That one might be easier if you have less dupes. All mutated plants. I forgot about that. The data bank one will be the final one for the research. So I think we finished that. So let's go into here. Deconstruct buildings, priority 9. And it's a data bank building. Data miner. Mass produces data banks that can be processed into data analysis research points. Duplicants will not fabricate items unless recipes are queued. How big is this? I'm going to assume that's going to use quite a bit of power. A 1,000 watts of power. Okay, we're only having one of these. I don't think we can add any more solar panels. No. But that is also every bit of research done as well. We'll wait for this. I think they're also... Yeah, they're still going to be sweeping this for a while. Right, this one's really not happy. I don't know if they're going to survive, but we just got to hope. We could probably send out the mining ship as well. I saw a few people waiting before stream, so hopefully once they realize we're live now. Okay, so this one we can do controlled by automation. We can turn that one back on. That spaceship is collecting coal and wolframite. Wolframite mostly for building. We're up to 82 tons of diamond. 82 tons of diamond, 20 tons of fossil, 21 tons of lime, 59 tons of steel. I'm thinking how we can turn this down here. 350. Is that enough water? So 350 times 37. We might need some more water in there. This water's very hot up there. So maybe we put some of this into it. And we'll hook that up with some automation. Like that. This needs power. So we'll do that. The sweeping jobs in here, we're going to do at priority 5. So they hopefully do this first. Why is that staggered? Because I also am starting to think about the refineries going up into there. And the block crushers. How much heat does this put into it again? Overheat temperature. There should be a specific amount of heat this puts into the liquid. I'm not sure what that is. We could do some automation, shipping-wise. We have tons of wolframite now. So we could send iron, refined carbon, and lime up here for the production. Hey, Zaps, welcome in for 366 streams. How you doing, Zaps? Because we can start moving the hot stuff into this room. Which would be things like this production here. The plastic could go up there as well. How you doing, Zaps? That actually says not submerged in liquid. Does it need to be to add the temperature? Maybe. Ooh. This oxygen is turning back into oxygen rather than liquid oxygen. $183. What temperature does that freeze at? 200? So let's put this at 200. Oh no, negative 200. Just try and keep that cool enough. This one's just freezing, but that should be fine. Maiko, welcome in for 60 streams. Katie, welcome in for 382 streams. How you doing? Gonna watch it in the breaks. No worries, Maiko. Appreciate you being here. Lurking and driving. Safe journeys, Katie. Right, so let's look at shipping. Could we have... What is all that? That's wolframite. Refinement. Metal refinery. Full. Three of them. We kind of want them up here, but there's no vacuum up there yet. Three of them. Three of them. This was originally going to be for natural gas, guys. For the natural gas. Check on this. Okay, we need to make sure we see this straight away. Plumbing can go. Let's use iron. Now this might overheat. Wolframite. What is the wolframite's melting point? Just a check. Oh, almost 3,000. That'll be fine. Uh-oh. We're getting pressure damage. I don't know what's happening to the gases in here, but they're reacting weirdly. I'm basically trying to freeze all the oxygen in here, but I don't know what it's doing. I think it's like switching between frozen and not frozen, or liquid and not liquid. I don't know if we're going to reach that. This doesn't look good. Okay, let's just cut that off. And see if it balances itself out. Go. Plumbing. Bottle drainer. Does not need to be yellow alert. We'll do that, and that can be how we get it into the system. Do a tiny bit more of that. We're still... Whoops. Let's also cut that off. Stop putting in new stuff. Peggy, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome in for 372 streams. LJ, welcome in. Right. There's a few of us here now, right? What do we think about creating a Discord channel for game suggestions? And we do a bit more variety. But, preferably, games that aren't like 50 quid. Because the only problem with constantly changing game is it can get very expensive. Yeah. I think we have a channel we could probably use for that. Current sponsored game. I'm gonna delete that channel. Delete channel. Then create text channel called what games to play on stream. That'll be a text channel. Settings, missions, everyone can view, manage, send message. Don't want any threads being made. Add reactions. Read message histories on. Uh-oh. Who's dying while I'm talking? Robert, move. You need to move out of that area. No. Cancel. Go somewhere else. Don't even don't analyze any of these. Stop walking in the lava. I'm here lurking for a bit while I do housework. No worries. Enjoy your housework. Alright, save changes. And then I'll do an at everyone for that. Everyone. I've been spelling channel wrong for years. Variety, is that how I spell variety? I'm just gonna go with that. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so these guys are now... Oh, I forgot the whole reason they're here. Radiation... Generator... Reflector... Go there and there. And we'll deconstruct that. Place... Actually, that should be fine. We'll do that. That is a yellow alert, because we need this started ASAP. Had this conversation with Misfit. I think we've all had that conversation with Misfit. That is in the wrong place. I'm hoping this is enough power on this planet to have this working. Hey, Peppers. You know Peppers? Right, why are you sleeping outside? Because that's grounded. Ooh. It's also out of power. Could I move one of these down? Oh, I think that's how it was intended. Oh, maybe not. Does that not power it? Does it have to be a battery, maybe? How you doing, Peppers? What you been up to? Do another one so we can try and get a battery there. Do a battery. There we go. Now does it work? It does. Okay, perfect. So you want to go that way. You want to go that way. You go straight up. You go to the side. Side. Like that. And that should hopefully start powering this up. Line of sight obstructed. I don't know if they can reach that. not enough power here. Just been working a lot. They got to stay off, thank goodness. Hopefully you have a chill day then. How much glass do they have? Do that. This is still too much power. Well, this one's sleeping while this one's trapped. That free them? Yeah. Now finish the atmosphere series from the 60s. The Mandalorian. It's got loads in it. Finish that. Oof. You could learn Spanish. Oh, this whole power system's overloaded. We're struggling for heat. I wasn't expecting this. Words. Too few printing pods. You need 5 planets to have printing pods on them? So we've got 3. I guess we could build one on here. But then we still need another planet to have one. This still has... Right, let's... enable that. Change the crew to just whoever's a pilot. You. And then... what planet nearby have we not put a printing pod on? We've done that one. Did we land on here? And if we did, where's the rocket platform? So let's get rid of that, and we'll put the one to launch the duplicate. Right, while they do that, let me use the BRB. Right, I'm back. Okay, so they rebuilt that. Then we need the one that launches the duplicate. That one. Then I guess that means we also need a second person. Welcome back, thank you. Too few printing pods. Oh, you actually have to activate them as well. I guess that's to stop you spamming Rovers around. That's 25 a cycle. It's not going to be enough. Alright, we're going to set this to if it's above 35. Did I ever send it? I'm trying to think if there's any way we can make more power on this planet. Unless we could send them coal. We don't currently have a spaceship set up for that, though. Where's the rover spaceship gone? Where's the rover? Rover 1. Oh, this is rover. They're also going to run out of that. Okay, let's turn... Turn that off temporarily. Turn that off. Turn both of them off. Turn that off. I don't know if we want things being cool. I kind of need it. Also turn that end one off. And that off. I guess that also off. I'm trying to make it so we're positive power. Which we are now positive power. Rover one. Would it win? Oh, I just... What? Oh, we still need the printing pods. This needs to go to the planet ASAP, which we're going to send it to here. I'm going to quickly build a printing pod on this planet. Does this planet have steel? No. Got a rover down there though, should be fine. Kit, welcome in, how you doing? Uh-oh. We may have put too much water in here. I wasn't paying attention. Right, there we go. Okay, well now it can't reach. It doesn't have any petroleum. Kit, welcome in for 43 streams. I'm assuming this spaceship can't make it back, right? No, it can only make it 5, which is there. It can't even make it to that. So yeah, I think that spaceship might just die. Because everything's gone wrong since we've started that. Right, disable both of these. Reconnect that and that. And that. Tundra, welcome in, how you doing? Kit, welcome in for 43 streams. So we didn't realize that this has criteria to open it, which we don't currently have. Kit, hello on the YouTubes as well. There's a new channel in the Discord for people, a place for people to suggest games we could play. Right, I might have to deconstruct that. And we're gonna have to go with this. 20 kilowatt. 2 kilowatts. Yeah, we're gonna have to just switch all of this out for this. It's not ideal, but we don't really have an option. Hello, Peggy on the YouTubes. YouTube's Peggy. Why is that not moving? Or is it? Oh, it is. What if we made a temporary power plant so we could tune these two steam turbines? Oh, sorry, I missed your first, Peggy. Right. Okay, so they're filling up the rocket. Give it a tiny bit more fuel. Okay, so we want it to go there. Let's double check the crew. Got one person to land and one person to send. View interior. Can't be good. Right, then we want 2 suits delivered. How was your weekend? Glad to see Isabella let you live. I know. You gotta take the wins. It was good. It was good. Yesterday was a chill. Saturday was a lot of walking. How was your weekend? What did you get up to? Okay, right. This one should be fine now. I was just thinking, what if we reversed all of these? Where are your crew? There we go. Finally. So we need that for the printing pod. I think. I'm gonna try and make a small power plant. Like that. Power one of those. And then we want the thing to tune. What would that be under? Because then, if we can tune these, they'll make a lot more power. That one's off to that. We could probably also delete these. Made Halloween Town safer with a portal to the overworld. Not everyone likes the Nether. That's true. Which is still very interesting. Can you not... Oh wait, we'll just use iron. Outside of power plant. Can they go through that door? Yes. Wait, did they work outside of a power plant? They do work outside of a power plant. What? I do feel like the audio, there's too many audio files here. Do you hear that? Is that as broken for you as it is for me? I hear it now, it being broken. It's just... There's a lot of audio on top of each other. I don't know what's normal. That's definitely not normal. Okay, right, let's put some super coolant in each one of these. We're going to try and heat up this water to steam, which I don't know how well that's going to go, because most things in here is not steam temperature. Going to have a lot of heat put into here. But we also need to stop these from overheating originally until it's all steam. So there might be a lot of repairing. Let those fill up. Yeah, the audio on this planet's broken. Like, only this planet currently. Do they need a certain skill for that? Why is this planet broken? All the other ones sound fine. Right, that one's almost to there. Where's the game giving up on me? That... Oh! Draco! Oh my god, it's been so long. Please, someone come wrangle this Draco. It's been hundreds of cycles trying to get a Draco. Draco. Can we not feed them in here? What do they eat? Okay. Guess we could try and do that. Let's feed them mealwood. Gave up on you? It feels like it. I just need to keep them alive. Ooh, they can't get in there. Yeah, I'm gonna reload the save file because this planet feels a bit broken. Hopefully it's fine when we come back. Hopefully it's not the actual save file becoming too big, because we are closing in on 3,000 cycles. And from what I've seen, most people get to about 500. I'm not sure what we could do to help the game run better. Let's ask AI. Let me open up Chat GPT. What are some ways to help frames on oxygen not included? Cycle 3000. Hitting cycle 3000 in Oxygen Not Included is amazing, but by that point, performance and frame drops are usually your biggest enemy. Oxygen Not Included isn't optimized for infinite play, so the key is to reduce simulation load. Here are some practical ways to help frames. Base and system optimization. Reduced critter populations. Critters are one of the heaviest simulation costs. Ranch fewer and keep them in confined automated ranches. Use auto wrangling to cap populations at the bare minimum you need. Limit duplicates. Each dupe. Consolidate storage. Disable unneeded buildings. Tame wild ecosystems. Vacuum useless regions. That's fair. Avoid excessive liquids. Huge pools. So like the one on the other planet. And then mods and stuff like that. Apparently we have a yellow alert. Oh. Atmosphere and body temperature. Hmm. We did all this for Drekos. I don't even know if we can keep them alive. What if we just put... We could put them in here. Because I think, can they eat that? Or is it just the picture ones? It might be these only. Okay, let's put it in here then. We'll just grow 3 of them. Wrangle that. Put it in here. Oh, technically it can get out though. So we're going to need a door. Which means we're going to need one of these. Get rid of those 2. Let's check on this planet. Half a cycle for that one to move. Oh, did that planet tune these? No. This planet's lagging. It might be this. Yeah, this planet is lagging. Okay, that's good to know. How do we get them to tune these? professional engineer. Skills. Can't even reach that. So this one should be able to do it. Hey, True, welcome in for 364 streams. How you doing? Okay, well, we just never reconnected that for some reason. Yeah, doing good, thanks, True. This planet is the first one that started lagging. It's probably got something to do with all the calculations on it. There's a lot of calculations on this planet. We've officially hit lag at 2,829 cycles. Which apparently is a pretty late to start getting lag. Waits for barrel game. What's that? Do we vacuum the whole map? We might have to start vacuuming stuff to help with the lag. Oh, the barrel game. I like how you call it a scam and I immediately knew it was something I did. Oops. Wait, did they not have liquid in them? Right, this is a waste. There's a lot of critters here that don't need to be here. There's also tons of fish we don't need. I think most of this is for food. We'll leave them to it. Alright, so this one's ready. So we'll select them. You interior. You never took off your suits. Right. Steve, don't die. They should have put on an exosuit. Why did they not put on an exosuit? Great, well you just died. Right, let's load the last one. Load. Why didn't they put on an exosuit? Do they have exosuits? Yeah, there's a... Before they leave the spaceship, they have to go through the exosuit dock. Unless it was disabled. I might have disabled it, I'm not sure. We'll find out. I'm also going to check the task manager once the game's running. I want to see how much the game's using. Right, let me see how much this is using. So, oxygen not included. So I'm using 72% of the CPU, which is quite a lot. And 73% of the RAM, and I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM. Everything's kind of just going down. I'm gonna close some tabs. That might help. Okay, so we want the Draco moved over there. Oh, and the door. Space. Oh, that had been there for a while. Let's look inside of the interior. So you, unequipped suit, undocked suit, and then we want this one. Go into them. And deliver suit. Right. Now we're gonna launch Steve. Please build that immediately. Almost finished working on a main end island too. To use the portals? That sounds cool. Wait, what? What do you mean what? The rocket's height exceeds the space available at this landing site. How? How tall's the rocket? Let's check a different rocket. So this one's probably about the same. What's that? 34. It's one block too tall. They have limited air. They need to stop delivering stuff. Can you just do that? Right, there we go. Hopefully it can land now. I want you to move out the way. Okay, they can go inside. Right, please build one of these. Right, then activate. Okay, then we go here. Ah, right. This is slowly getting better. Enable. Enable. Even without it constantly moving the iron, it's this planet is struggling. Okay, back over here. They've done that, so this can actually just go home now. Unless there's anything on this planet we want. Oh, there's 493 reed fiber on here. View interior. I want this to be all sweep only. And then we shall sweep priority 9. Everything on the planet. Because I think this can survive quite a while longer. Right? Okay. We just need to enable that. Right, they're just going to start sweeping this planet, because why not? This one's actually not even making audio when I tell it to do things. Imagine having audio. They still haven't tuned these. Oh, did they need to be in a room? Can you hear that? I think the game is officially dying. I think we broke it. Can you hear that? That's a broken audio file. Oh no, that was a backlog of audio. Ah, that's not very fun, is it? It's only on that planet, though, so far. Guess you gotta restart. I don't know, I kind of want to play some other games as well, at some point. We change the speed we play this area at. Nano? What's that? Nano, Industrial Revolution. What do you do? Is it like build a city? Is it like city skylines of the Industrial Revolution? Where's my Dreco? How did you get out? I can't believe the game's dying. There's always... What just happened there? Oh, it needs more liquid in it. It is literally just this planet. I think it's all of the ice and stuff. And the water and whatnot. We just need to open this tear and then we can leave it. Or maybe we mine and vacuum out the planet. Apparently this is 0 in it. Oh yeah, this planet's broken. Fruit fly. It's not this causing it, is it? I think it's since we turned this on. Okay, we might just need to leave that planet alone. Okay, I'm trying to pump heat into this liquid, but it doesn't seem to be working very well. Or at least there might be too much heat. Okay, let's try something new. Let's disable 2 of them. Then we'll go for iron. Like that. And then just run this one. This one has too much liquid in the pipe. Okay, so we're gonna have to try and empty. Output pipe full. They will just run this one. We have 50 tons of fossil on this planet. See, I want to check out this planet, but it lags every time I come here. Example A. See, this still says 0. Let's see what happens. Okay, now it says 80. We'll leave that planet and then hopefully wait for the audio to catch up. What do I do about that? Because obviously it's not just this planet. So I think if we wanted to keep things going, we'll have to go here and put all of this liquid into an infinite liquid lock. Because that can't be good. You start over? No. Rexy, recommend for 144 streams. How you doing? So this clearly didn't help this planet. Because ever since this planet, you doing, Rexy? Just got in an ad. I shall wait for you to exit the ad. Have we disabled the input to this? We have. Why? In fact, let's leave that off. Power-wise, disconnect that. Disconnect that. I think we do need that running for enough power to run the planet. See, they're all out of power. Okay, so I guess we do turn that back on. Oh, wait. Oh no, we've got no water going into it. Okay, we're gonna have to reload. But it's kind of cool seeing what happens. Right on time? Yeah. We've been having a lot of problems today. The game has officially started dying. The audio files are getting backlogged. And it's all just messing up. What? What, Rexy? Kill the high speed mod and restart. Well, we've been playing this for a year. This save, at least. Hasn't been keeping up for the last 1,500 cycles. Yeah. I am using all 32 gigabytes of RAM. And the CPU's been struggling. But it's an i9. So it should be fine. So our main issue right now is this planet exploded with water. Switch to per core. How would I see that? right click the graph. Logical processing. Oh yeah. Utilization over 60 seconds. I'm using 100% apparently. Oh, utilization 58%. What if I turn this on? But yeah, this planet definitely didn't help. Because there's a lot of math. Game runs better when I give it real time. What do you mean by real-time priority? Yeah, this planet, ever since it kind of went boom, has been when I've actually seen the lag. So I might need to come over here and get rid of all the water. Real-time CPU priority. Right, okay. I know I'm also using quite a bit of CPU for streaming. I'm running all the bots and whatnot. Doubt it's the water. Okay, well, the main issue when I press play is this planet. So I think there's a lot going on this planet. When I press play, you'll hear it. This is the planet. It's the only planet currently that lags when I look at it. It's also, I turned this on. That's high priority. By restarting the game to desktop. Because can you hear the, I lag when people look at me. Let's restart to desktop then. See if that fixes it. Because ever since we came to this planet, it's just started doing weird audio and whatnot. I finally got a new car after not having one for 3 weeks. Hey, congratulations. Congrats. How are you finding it after not driving for 3 weeks? Earlier this year, I got a car after just under 2 years without a car. I didn't drive for 2 years, and then I got back into driving. It was quite the jump. Also, the music bot isn't working, so I'm just going to close that. Still trying to get used to it, that's fair. Also, don't forget in the Discord we now have a channel for game suggestions. I want to try and play a few different games. A lot bigger car than I'm used to. Engine wise or size? Oh, this planet might have fixed itself. So we're on this planet fine. Then we go over here. Nope. There. Oh, it sounds fine. And it's running fine. Yeah, okay. Well, it might have just been a glitch then. Put in a game suggestion. I don't know if I have the heart to start streaming that. Also, where's the rad bolts gone? Charging progress 1%. Oh. How many rad bolts does it need? Okay, so apologies to this person. You're not gonna survive. Yeah, you're not gonna survive. I didn't realize how long this would take. You're gonna die. My apologies. Charging surprise. I didn't think I abandoned the rocket. What, and just leave them? Oh, won't they drop some of it? We'll go to the... I'll wait and see what happens to this first. So, what is a better way of managing the heat on this planet? Because essentially I want this to be steam. And we need to manage some of the stuff on this planet better. You want to try that for every volcano? What, like the little volcano tamer things? How do I block them? I think there's a way to block them. Isn't it one of these? Like there? Because that's overheating with liquid going through it at 36. Yeah, we're gonna need lots of little individual volcano tamers. Golf with your friends. I think Outlaws also suggested that. Hey, Fret, welcome in. How you doing? Happy Monday. Right, what temperature is this water? Okay, let's also... This is more for the fun of it. I'm gonna do 3 of these running to try and heat up the water as well. Miniaturize the coolest for metal. That's true. There's so many different little projects I'm thinking of doing. One of them is I want this room to turn to steam. assuming you can't run it while it's flooded. Added too much water too fast. Yeah, I accidentally left this on and we drained this whole thing into here. I mean, it is heating up. How would you do that? Because I can't seem to get it to turn on. Target temperature reached. How would that work? Oh, it's like a custom one. Okay, this is slowly heating up the water. On and off for 1 seconds. Okay, 140. Once this turns to steam, it's gonna fight the temperature of a lot of this stuff in here. Well, they're made from sedimentary rock. Should I change those? Why? I don't know, that's just what it auto did. Overheating and melting array of different things. I'm hoping it doesn't melt. Scrolling through the stream store, can't see a single game to suggest. Yeah, it's not much about. There's loads of like odd games, like the one about, there's a new one which is about digging a hole to escape prison. Doesn't improve the overheat temperature. It shouldn't get above 200 or more than that. So should I change it to what? That one? I'm just brute forcing this at this point. Okay, everyone quickly make fossils. Streaming in the art section. Bro, I like doing art. I've still got some art books about and pens. We were going to do an art stream at one point. Where are the metal refineries stored? Here. Ah, I see your issue. Change the plan. It's going to be stored. It's going to go down here. And then that should... send it somewhere else. Why can't I go there? Making the dupes run around to bring resources. Yeah, so I wanted to have the resources be delivered that way. But I'm thinking about getting it collected as well like that. But anything that comes out of here... They're still overheating, even in steam. Oh. Okay, well... Have a good day at work, Rexy. You checked the default overheat temperature. Overheat temperature. Oh, 75. So it needs to be ceramic. Please make some more ceramic. Minor details. Yeah, I missed that. Power. Alright, we'll switch all these back to priority 5s. I just kind of wanted them to put a tiny bit of heat into the steam, but there's not much steam here. Oh, did that just delete the water? The liquid storage? It did. let's check these other planets. Only 2% done. This is going to take way longer than I thought it was going to take. Good. Do we now, while we're here, start building some infrastructure around the place? Start clearing some areas out. I think this planet... Wait, are they done sweeping already? They are. Okay, let's send that one home. Then we'll sweep the interior. And then I think we send them back to the water planet to put all the water into an infinite liquid lock. Iron to steel permanently as well. And these are all just going to be everything available that we don't need in here. Send out of here. And that's all going to go down and through here if we can. Ooh, is this all small amounts? Yeah, we haven't done this for a while. Let's empty the lines. These guys, this person's not going to survive, so we're just going to abandon this now. It's going to go to there. Luckily, that was just a random. Take a sip, definitely. Okay, let's stop that now. Technically, it's a waste of time to send this down to get cooled, to then bring it back. But seems to be what we're doing. What's happening to the ceramic? Waiting for materials. What are you waiting for? Clay? Where's all of our clay? Oh, there. If you change everything on 9, you might as well leave it to 5. That is true. So I did drop priorities instead of raising them. That is true. I do need to stop doing that. Wait, they survive? They were not meant to survive. How do I get them in here? Bro, you need to dig faster. You were not sent there with anything to breathe. There's some polluted oxygen there. I don't think they'll make it to there in time. Oh, you can't go down there. I don't think they're gonna survive, but to be fair, you weren't meant to survive. Can you not jump to there to break that? Okay, fair enough. They don't. RIP, yeah. They weren't... I didn't think they were going to survive. They were just a random dupe that we picked up to send through the tear. So, it's interesting they survived so long. Also, I need to think of a automatic killing chamber for these guys. These are the extras. And whenever they mature, they drop out. Unless I have like a priority 1 somewhere full of lava. So if they grow up before they're supposed to, and they can't go into one of these, then we just put them in a lava pit. Ooh, look at this. This is stabilizing. Oh. Can't all of these fit onto one? I think that's why we did 5. I use bridges to fit pipes in one tile line. Bridges. I mean, it kind of, we filled it with steam. That's a positive. How's there still so much water? We put way too much water in here. We've definitely put way too much water. That was good timing. It's not entirely full. So does that mean that this has been mined out? No. I'm not sure. Oh, we have enough ceramic. I'm gonna turn this off then. Oh, it turned itself off. But we finally have the steam room. This has been here how long? Let's check the age of this. 460 cycles ago we built this room and we finally have steam in it. There's just so many jobs to do. Really don't need more than one refinery. The reason I've done that is I recently got a backlog of 25 tons of lime and 50 tons of fossils from the water planet. And I wanted to process it all into steel. Mostly for the fun of it. I know I'm not min-maxing very well, but I really find this stuff a lot of fun. Technically, we could use the area beneath this and have the 3 ingredients there, there, and there being received by the shipping. I don't know why people like those steam rooms so much to specifically build them. I just wanted to build it. No reason in particular. I just think it's cool. Like, void of any best practices or anything like that. I just think it's cool to have a hot room. Put all the heat stuff in it. It's literally for my own preference only. It's kind of like how I would imagine people who can play a game after such a long time of playing the game. It's like that level of just doing stuff for the enjoyment of doing it. Metal refinery. Yeah, that's fair. But like, there's a lot of people who play a lot of Minecraft, and I'm like, how do you still play that after this much time? Like, how are you still enjoying it? And I imagine it's similar to this feeling, where I just build stuff because I think it's cool. Even if there's not a reason to build it. Should maybe put these into a room. Wait, are these getting cooled? These are not getting cooled yet. We were going to add them to a cooling loop. What happened to that? I think it was this one we were going to use. Okay, let's change the plumbing to that. But I'm also thinking about putting a ton of natural gas geysers in here as well. I haven't fully thought that one through. And I'm going to steal this line. Hey, welcome in. How you doing? Can we still do that though? And then we'll do that. Hey, Leslie on the YouTubes. I have no idea when that was. But I appreciate the super chat. Why didn't that come up on the feed? Oh, it did. It was 11 minutes ago. Leslie with the £10 super chat 11 minutes ago. I have no alerts set up for that kind of stuff on YouTube. Let me message Leslie. MC. So it costs $1 for every minute you ignore us. Bro, it didn't even go ding or anything like that. It didn't make no sound. Damn, I hope they're still about. I just messaged them. They normally pop in then leave, I think. So I hope they haven't gone, like, sent that and then went to bed or something. I just messaged them. Damn. My fault. And it's more like $3 a minute. That's my bad. Oofed. I'm a bad streamer. I've kind of come to the realization recently that I don't know how I've stayed so long. I think it's just because I built a community and you guys won't give up. So as long as people still watch, I still do it. You got that right. MC Leslie. Nah, I feel I've messaged them. They're typing. As long as it doesn't say, like, mean words to me, I'll be okay. I feel so bad when that stuff happens. I need to set up some sort of, like, sounds for YouTube. If MC Leslie leaves, we riot. You know what? This community is holding on by a, like, thread of hair. The amount of times everyone's like, we're going to riot if this happens. It's just, it's inevitable. One day there's going to be a full-out riot. I'm surprised you're getting away with a single radiator from a random... I'm surprised you're getting away with a single radiator from a random material for your turbines. Oh, I've been doing that. I've done that for all of them. Even over here. I don't know why. I've just done this forever. What's this say? This one's been running for 1,000 cycles. Fine. Is there any older ones than that? That one's not that. How old's this one? 1,321 cycles. I know, that's what surprises me. Honestly, you just gotta, you know, there's a lot of ways to min-max games. The way I do it is I just brute force it and hope for the best. And most of the time it works well, which does sometimes annoy people who play those games. The amount of times we've had people annoyed at me because it's like, you're not supposed to do that. I'm like, but does it work? Like, I used to use petroleum as a coolant because it had a high melting point. That was my thinking, right? We did that for a long time, and it was irritating to a lot of people. Usually doesn't work for me. I have no idea what I'm doing then, but it's worked for me so far. I fix something that isn't broken? Exactly. That's the way I've ran my life for a long time. A high temp or longer? Yeah, but didn't we do that on the other planet as well? Let me find it. This one. So this one has been running pretty much non-stop. For how long? For 1,257 cycles. And we've not had an issue with the radios. We do, however, now have an issue with power. I don't know why that's always worked for me. Their long periods are cold. Oh yeah, true, sometimes. I don't know then. What about the one on this planet? Doesn't this run it the same way? Yeah, but I guess this one also has long periods of cold. 800 cycles old. Probably didn't notice if it reached 100 C. It shouldn't, because of the coolant runs quite cold. Also, this still gets hot sometimes. Randomly, for no reason. Okay, it's nighttime, that's why this planet's out of power. It doesn't matter if it can't transfer heat. Fair enough. We still have 81 tons of diamond. That's ridiculous. Also, I just remembered this planet stopped working for a while. Because it's out of power. So, we were gonna turn some of this off and then put the reactor on for like one cycle. Let's go in and repair the lines just to get some water in there. Air turbine. Forgot about the reactor. Yeah. It's because I turned it off, so water stopped going in this way. Then we have to get rid of that to then turn it on the other way. Do you need to start filling up the world with diamond tiles yet? Not yet. Not yet. Maybe one day. But I am thinking... I'm thinking we play some other games. True edited his Dota message to Yu-Gi-Oh! But I don't quite want to be that level of nerd. I'm not there yet. I'm pretty sure that's the nerd game you and Gutty talk about a lot. Let me Google Yu-Gi-Oh! Google images, and then... Yeah, no. Oh! You know the backs of the card with that little, like, spinny thing? The brown cards? I always thought that was Pokemon. People used to play that back in school. They had, like, their binders of all their cards and stuff. It was normally the people who were, like, good at science and whatnot. that would play that on breaks. Subnautica? Weren't they bringing out a number 2? Subnautica 2? Because I think that's on my wish list. Yeah, Subnautica 2 should be released in 2026. Someone's dying. Who was dying? Who's dying? What? What is happening? Everyone has taken off their suits. Okay, brilliant. Everyone's just ran out of the spaceship. Please tell me it's one of the close ones. Oh, bruh. Everyone, go inside. Don't die because of this. Okay, well that went... Oh, no, I just saw another person without one. People have started running around without suits on. On always allow, it is. I don't know, I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! I love how you think everything is going fine and Dupes does something crazy. Yeah, like run around the map without an exosuit. Alright, so they're now back home. So let's view the interior. I want to sweep priority 9. No, that's bad. Sweep priority 5, everything. Because that still has a ton of lime and fossil in it. And these are going to all turn fossil to lime. Let's try and get that done ASAP. Get rid of all our backlog of fossils. What's the checkpoint set to? Disabled. Let me go up there and check it. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. I did start late. View interior. Clearance always? Is that what it should be set to? Status. Oh. That makes sense. I know everyone's gonna hate this, but can they just do that quickly? You can enable it again. True, I think I'm gonna clear out that one. Right, this might not go too well. Because there's now gonna be gaps in it, but we can sort that. Somehow. So this, this one line is calling this, it's calling that. It goes along here, it cools the glass and these turbines. And now these turbines. That doesn't feel efficient. Oh, and it also cools the freezer. Wait, no. That cools the freezer. This cools the rest. Real nerd. Now, I don't think I could... I don't know. The card games, especially the ones in person, just feels like it's so much money to get like a photo of something. I personally probably couldn't get behind that kind of stuff. For me, I don't think I'd commit money to it. But I'm also someone who will pay £5 to get a cool skin of a character in Dota, so I can show it off in a game and lose anyway. So I don't know, but I wouldn't spend hundreds on cards. Back in the day, I think I spent a fair bit on CS:GO cases, but I think that's like everyone does that. You know, it might be an everyone thing. Right? I might have lost some more suits out of this. Can't lose suits. I mean, if they take it somewhere, then drop it. Can that not lose suit? This room is officially Steam. Maybe if you manage to melt it. Is that from The Incredibles? Is that an Incredibles reference? Yeah? Nice. I feel like they should make a spin-off of the ice person. They've got spin-offs of absolutely everyone now. Now, let's check this and then we'll see who's about. Say bye to YouTubes. If they do that. I stopped there. Nah, they need to do more stuff like that. Like every now and then they'll just hit like the nail on the head with like, I watched the How to Train Your Dragon live action. That was awesome. I liked that. Oh, there's quite a few people here. I wasn't nice. Where do we want to go? Anyone got an idea? Um, let's check the category. Auction not included. But not the last one yet. Have you not watched the live action? I would highly recommend. There's not what? There's a cow VTuber in Auction Not Included. There's not many people in here. There's 10 people. No, 12 people streaming Auction Not Included. Chill? What's chill doing? Portal. Let's go over to chill. Yes, it's 10 past 3. I committed. Only 15 minutes before the technical end of stream. But I do want to play a different game at some point. Auction Not Included is really fun, but we have played it for months and months and months at a time. So maybe we do a short few other games, just random one day kind of things. Well, knowing me, it'd probably be I find one and then play it for a year and then get really bored. But I'll do some research. Next stream's tomorrow, so I'll have a think about it. I want to play some VR games, but I don't have any. I also don't have a VR, so that's pointless. Let me end the YouTubes. Some temporary one, yeah. Just a random, couple of days